Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt, as we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas State Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Ragin Cajuns will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, to the air, it's McLeod. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field and don't.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Or left him grasping for air. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Ragin Cajuns look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Ragin Cajuns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana. The AT unit on the field.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas State, 0.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Wants to throw. It's McLeod. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking for a man, it's McLeod. He fires a bullet to the right. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation in this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell them that pass rush, man. They were coming.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Sparks. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Back to pass. It's McLeod. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Ragin' Cajuns will hustle to the line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient.
He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Reddick. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth.
And the ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Ragin' Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking downfield, it's McLeod getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Offense in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Firing to the right, complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's McLeod. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisiana, 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. Nope.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's McLeod. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 1st down from the 30. He wants to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Davis. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. A run to the right. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
And the Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the...
And And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Got it behind the line. It's Robertson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Ragin Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. Oh, the sweet juke. Where did he go? Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Louisiana, 21.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of...
Brings it down on the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's McLeod. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll try it over the left side. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for this offense.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Pushes ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're lining up to boot it away.
Louisiana, 21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Scanning the field, it's Fields. Forced out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help them too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give them some easy throws.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start.
He's loose.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got a man. It's Davis. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Ragin Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. Off he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Fields. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Ragin Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Louisiana.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the field.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They want that clock to run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off-play action on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to pass, it's McLeod. Feeling some heat. Slips a tackle, and the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Louisiana! And once he got loose, it was all over. Back to throw, it's Fields. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's going to let it go. Underneath toaster coverage, got it deep downfield. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And they can forget that.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's good.